So then we had Adam Page in the back with Officer Barbrady talking about his concussion. And, you know, I have to say, even if Page doesn't have any personality and he's blasé with his delivery of his promos, there was good material in this one because he was talking about his concussion. He's sitting there and he's saying, yeah, you know, when I took a nap on the mat, you know, I came to, they're asking me questions. I knew most of them. I knew what date it was. I knew what town I was in, whatever. But then they showed me the picture of my son. And he looked up at me with his green eyes and I couldn't remember his name. That's a good concussion promo. The problem was this fat, fucking, goofy-looking outlaw piece of shit, Uno, Pizzeria Uno from the Dork Order, was standing back there in a flannel shirt and a windbreaker and a fucking cross between a gimp mask and a fucking shark mask, shaking his head, holding his face, and acting dramatic over what Page was saying, which killed the whole goddamn thing. And the only reason he was there is because Moxley had said earlier, Page, you and your Dork Order buddies, you know where to find me. So they had this fat fucking potato-headed idiot standing there looking like a goof to illustrate that Page is still with the Dork Order, the biggest bunch of jack-off morons that have ever been presented on national wrestling television. So at the same time that Page actually put forth the effort to do something halfway decent, they got this idiot in the back killing the whole thing, and they're still telling the fans that he's associated with the stupidest, most underneath, ineffectual, limp-dicked job guys that have ever been foisted off on a fucking unsuspecting public. So I didn't like that interview. What'd you think?
It was all right for what it was. I'm not a big fan of Adam Page's promos, but for him having an explanation, like you said, it was fine. And I'm not a fan of Pizzeria Uno, but it certainly didn't bother me to the extent it bothered you.
Did you see him just... I mean, he couldn't make faces because he has a mask on, but he was doing the pantomime equivalent of pulling goofy faces. Then Dustin Rhodes was reduced to doing a promo with the Puddin' Gang, Pockets, and Danhausen. No wonder he wants to retire.